Amid ongoing conflict, Russia and Ukraine have entered a new phase of ceasefire negotiations, raising hopes for potential end to the devastating war that has lasted for over 2 years. According to reports, both nations have sent delegates to undisclosed locations for mediated discussions with international bodies like the United Nations and the European Union closely monitoring the progress. However, the peace process has proven to be more complicated than expected. Russian President Vladimir Putin has expressed conditional support for a US proposed 30-day ceasefire in Ukraine, emphasizing the need for assurances that any agreement would address the original causes of this crisis. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has criticized Putin's stance, labeling it as manipulative and expressing concerns that Russia may either delay or undermine the ceasefire agreement. In the United States, President Donald Trump has suggested that Ukraine may need to make territorial concessions to Russia and reconsider its aspirations to join the NATO alliances. He described the negotiations as a complicated process involving the redrawing of international boundaries. A recent poll indicates that 56% of Americans feel President Trump is too closely aligned with Russia. Despite the diplomatic efforts, hostilities continue. Both Russia and Ukraine have launched aerial attacks resulting in injuries and damage, underscoring the fragility of current situation. Biblical prophecies reveal that there will be a clash between the king of the north and the king of the south, as we read in Daniel 11. God reveals to Daniel that the king of the north will win and shall enter Jerusalem. The overwhelming power of king of the north, which is going to be a European power, will stir up other countries. We know from our biblical understanding that Russia will play a huge part in the end times, which would most likely join other eastern kings to participate in the war, which would lead to the Battle of Armageddon. Now, I don't have much time to go deeper into this, thus I highly recommend you read my article, Where is Russia Mentioned in the Bible? Also, I highly recommend you grab a free copy of my guide, Signs of the Age, 21 Bible Prophecies that Must Be Fulfilled Before Jesus Christ's Return. I have added the important links in the description box. Get your copy now and read as well my article to better understand world news and prophecies. For now, we need to remember that Yeshua, or Jesus Christ, has foretold a biblical prophecy. He said, "And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." This passage reminds us that wars and conflicts are inevitable in this age. Peace deals may come and go, but true and lasting peace will not be established by human governments. The Bible warns of a time when the nations will cry, "Peace and safety," only for sudden destruction to come upon them. We read that in 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3. While we should hope and pray for peace, we must also recognize that the geopolitical landscape is ultimately moving toward the fulfillment of God's plan. Nothing will stop the march of biblical prophecies into its fulfillment. So, even if the ceasefire holds, history has shown that human peace agreements are fragile and temporary. You see, true peace cannot be achieved through diplomatic negotiations alone, for the root of war is the sinful heart of mankind, as we read in James 4 verse 1 to 2. Yeshua, the Prince of Peace, offers a peace that transcends the world's fleeting attempts at stability. He declared, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." We read that in John 14 verse 27. As believers, we must not place our ultimate trust in governments, military alliances, or peace treaties, but in God's promises. The true and lasting peace will only come when Yeshua, or Jesus Christ, establishes His kingdom on this earth. With that, I just want to thank you for joining us today. Please don't forget our free offers today, and you can learn more about them in the description box. I'm Josh and Fantado of Becoming Christians, and I hope to see you next time. Hello friends, I need your help. If this is not too much to ask, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. This should only take 5 seconds of your time, but this simple gesture would help me reach more people and share the Word of God with the rest of the world. You have the power to make a difference in people's lives.